All right, shalom, shalom. Hey, I'm the brother Shamaria. I'm with the brother
Yashar Allah, Yashar Allah.
Kaka. Now we got the great millstone branch, Gary, Indiana. Giving all praises, all glory, and all honor to
Yahweh,
Yahweh, Bahashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahushai,
Bahashem,
Ba'ashem,
Rakakwadash.
Rakakadash.
All right, double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone who rule well. And peace and salutations to all you Akim out there that's preaching this truth who are at the four corners of the earth with future sincerity in your hearts and for the love of the gospel, all right? All right, this lesson today is going to be pertaining to the milk, man. Because you got a lot of people in the celebrity realm, in the world of celebrities, that's going into them being the real Jews. You got Carmelo Anthony, you got Kyrie Irving, all right, you got Kanye West, and you got Corey Holcomb. You got comedians like I said Corey Holcomb, and then you got the other guy. Um, I forgot I forgot the other guy, the real skinny dude who was doing the HBCU shows, but I forgot his name. But even I saw a video on him talking about he hated Israelites, and then you see a lot of stuff that's coming to pass about like the Balenciaga, how they got the child pedophilia ring, which we've been saying for years. You understand? So it all goes back to the prophecies that the Lord gave Israel when we came out of the land of Egypt. All right, how we gonna follow it from our heritage? Okay, and then the Lord gave us breadcrumbs to how to get back to who do we know who we are. All right, all right. So without further ado, go ahead. I guess Deuteronomy 28 and 68.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
Oh, let me get it to on my screen because I'm screen recording.
Okay.
1 second. Deuteronomy 28, 68. Go ahead, out.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
Okay.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
Exactly, man. So this is a prophecy that Moses gave to the children of Israel when they came out of the land of Egypt. All right, when they were in Mount Sinai, the Lord came to Moses and he told the children of Israel these words. Okay, and we're living in that because it says, go ahead and read it from the top again.
It's Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
All right, now when you go into that word Egypt, I'm going to the blue letter.
God.
Go into that word Egypt. You get Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 28 and 68. It goes into the word Egypt.
God.
All right. Yep. Go ahead and read it out.
Okay, the word Egypt is Mizraim, which means Egypt, land of the Copts, a country of the northeastern section of Africa, adjacent to Palestine and through which the Nile flows.
All right, the second definition.
It says Egyptians, double straits.
That's what it means, man. Mizraim means double straits.
God.
So it means you're gonna go into bondage.
Our bondage.
All right. The word Egypt means double straits, and Egypt is a Greek word. It's really Mizraim.
God.
All right. So going back to the text. Go ahead.
Right. I'm gonna look up the word straits.
You can do that.
Okay, yeah. The word straits is a bad or difficult situation.
And it was not the time that that Israel had got. When I say Israel, I'm talking about the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, Latinos was back in the Aztecs when they were in Mexico, and the Mayans, because they were just two different sectors of Mexico. All right, the Mayans were more so down south, and the Aztecs were more north. And then you have the Native Americans in the Americas, man. And then after the Americas were conquered, then you had the same nation go to Africa and made a deal with Hamites to trade us for watered down wine, gunpowder, and what was it? As watered down wine, gunpowder, and muskets, man, and guns. You know, to capture us. You know, and bring us to the Americas. That was a hard time. That between I'll say like it started like the 16th, 17th century. Maybe it was even the 15th century. I think like they ride fact check me if I'm wrong, but I believe 15th century was when Cristobal Colon was actually made it to the Americas, man. Or was it late 1400s, 1498?
Okay.
What you got for?
What you talking about? Christopher Columbus?
Christopher Columbus, yeah.
Yeah.
1492.
Yeah.
1492, like late 1400s, and then after the it was like 1530s. It was when they started to capture them, man. When they started to show us true colors, and then by the end of the 1500s, it was a wrap.
Okay.
And then that's when you get the Negroes and the slave trade. So the slave trade started in the 1400s. You know what I'm saying? So it was a hard time for our people, in between 1400s and the 1900s, man. And even in the 2000s, man, slavery just ended. Recently.
Precept for that.
Come on.
This is Joel chapter 3, verse 4.
Let me go ahead and get it. Give me 1 second. Joel 3 and 4. She doing something bad. Go ahead.
Say, yea, and what have you to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coasts of Palestine?
Exactly, because Tyre and Zidon are Hamite nations, man.
Right.
And then all the coast of Palestine, in which they dwell, adjacent to Palestine. Go ahead.
It said, will ye render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head.
So it's nothing that they can do to recompense the Lord for what they have done, man. There's been, like the book of Maccabees says. Actually, I'm going to get it. What it says in Maccabees, 2 Maccabees 2 and 10. It says there's been no nation that hasn't had a hand in our spoils, man. Every nation had a hand in our spoils. So every nation is going to get repaid back.
Also, Psalms 83 gives us an idea on who those nations were.
Can you have me a pen under there? Anyone? It don't matter. I'm going to write that down so I don't forget it. Let's say PS 83. Yep. I'll get that later. So what was that? My 2 Maccabees 2 and 10. I don't know. It was one at first Maccabees. First Maccabees 2 and 10. Okay, First Maccabees 2 and 10. What nation have not had a part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils? It was a rhetorical question. For all of her ornaments are taken away. For a free woman is become a bond slave.
Right.
All right.
And Israel was that free woman.
Exactly. That beautiful woman.
Gone.
You can go back to Deuteronomy.
Okay. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28.
68.
Verse 68. Let me know when you get there.
I'm not.
All right. It says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With ships. They didn't leave out of Egypt. It was ships at first. You can't make these prophecies up. And then also, this prophecy only fits one nation of people. It only fits one nation of people. All right. Shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. Go ahead.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
The prophecy. Go ahead.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Well, shall we not see again our land?
Man.
Because the Lord, that's one of the promises that the Lord promised unto us, because he said, well, I will put thee in thy land. You shall, and you shall see your land again when the Lord delivers us. So that's what let us know also that those so-called Shemitic people aren't the chosen line. Right. They're not chosen because they put themselves in that land. And if that's the case, then the Lord already came. So all the prophecies are already done. Then we're already in the kingdom of heaven, if that's the case, which is totally false because there's still wars going on. All right,
there's no peace in that land.
There's no peace in that land. It ain't no peace around the world. It's world chaos right now, man. So go ahead. It says thou shalt no see it nor again.
It says thou shalt see it no more again.
Yep.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
Yep. Come on, look up the 1948ers, man. Balfour Declaration, when they put themselves in their land. And it's actual so-called Israelis over there is jumping off cliffs because they understand that they're imposters, man. They're guilty because they're like, man, we are not the true Jews. Why are we being put in a land that's not our own?
And it's questions that you gotta ask, man. It's like if we are not the true Jews or Israelites, then the next question would be, then who are they?
Who are they?
You know?
And it's another that's another scripture. I'm gonna get that after this one. Go ahead.
Okay. It says, and no man shall buy you.
And let's go into that word buy.
I'm already.
Go ahead, Doc.
Yep. That word buy. Let's get to the point. Oh, this thing messing up on me.
You good?
Maybe you can pull it up on yours.
I got it.
Okay, I'm there now.
Go ahead.
Okay. That word buy. Oh,
man. It ain't happening. Oh, yeah, it's probably slow. I'll get it. This is to get, acquire, create, buy, possess. No man shall possess you, and no man shall redeem you. Basically, from what? From the bondage. No man shall get you, acquire you, create you, buy you, possess you from this bondage. All right, and then it says 1a to get, acquire, obtain of God, ordaining, creating, redeeming His people. That's the point. Redeeming His people.
Yeah.
No man shall redeem you. So you're going to be going through hell until the Lord come back and purchase you, man. Which is part of it's done already through the blood of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. He purchased us with His blood because before He died for us, the law that we uphold was contrary unto us, but He gave us grace, that we may live by grace, so that's part of it, but the Lord has not physically purchased us, delivered us, all right, bought us, possessed us, not yet anyway, because we still have to pay tribute to this devil, and that's going to happen, that's going to happen. There's another scripture where it says, I'm going to get Job.
Yeah, Jeremiah 31:11 talks about for the Lord will redeem Jacob. Okay, so that's who Jacob isn't redeemed yet. You see what I'm saying? So so if Jacob isn't redeemed yet, then you must ask and say, okay, those people that's not redeemed. Those can't be those people in that land right now.
Why in the church do they call Him the Great Redeemer?
The Great Redeemer.
Oh, He redeemed me from my sins. Right. Yeah, that's part of it, but we still in captivity.
Exactly.
They say the harvest is not past. Ye are not saved. Why we are not saved? Because we're still in captivity. We're saved out of our sins. Yeah, but that's figuratively. Right. You can see somebody commit a sin, but you can't see sin. Sin is abstract.
Yes, abstract.
So what a man think of himself, so that is he. Exactly. So you can't literally see sin. You can see somebody committing sin, he kills somebody, but you can't see what the Lord will hold on to that person.
Exactly.
This is Job 9:24.
Right.
Job 9:24 says, the earth is given unto the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? All right, because you said something earlier before. It was like, man, if it ain't us,
right, exactly.
Then who is it?
Who is it? Right.
It said the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, and how is it given? It's given to him, and he took it by force of the sword. Man, it was given to him because he had the power to take it. The Lord gave it to him. He didn't give it to him for possession. Like, oh, this is yours.
Right.
You inherited this.
Exactly.
He gave it to him because he had the power to take it. Like Alexander. Alexander had a mighty army. The Lord gave him that mighty army so he can take it. So why? So he can punish him in the end.
Right.
He can punish him for all. Like think about the Latino, the so-called Latinos, the so-called Native Americans. The so-called African Americans. The Lord gave these Edomites the power of the sword so that he can be recompensed later on, for our cause, and then also even right now, even his secret sin, even his secret arrows that he shoot at us,
right?
His stipulation, his laws, all right. But it says he covereth the faces of the judges. How did he do that? All right, when he came back into power, like how we were just talking about in the 1400s,
iconoclasm.
During the iconoclasm, man. After the Ottoman Turks, I mean after the Ottoman Turks defeated Constantinople, After Constantinople fell, he took all those Renaissance paintings, man, and whitewashed them and had them repainted. He had Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci. You know, he had all of those famous painters paint over those pieces and make them white. But then they still got them in Russia, man. In Russia, they still got the ancient paintings of Isaiah and Moses.
It's a book called Russian Icons. I got that book.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
It's called Russian Icons.
Man, we can do a lesson on that.
Yeah, and in that book, it shows you all the artifacts that they would whitewash and things like that. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And they have an actual word for it. Like I said, it's called iconoclasm or iconoclast. Okay?
That's why my YouTube name is GMS Iconoclast.
There you go.
Icon means who was upheld, who was upheld, and klasm means to destroy. So they were destroying the righteous because they were upheld. So we're in turn destroying the God of this world, in whom the world upholds. That's why my name is GMS Iconoclast.
And that's exactly what they did. They cover up the faces of the judges thereof, and who's the ultimate judge face that they cover up, man. It was Yahweh Shai, man.
Exactly.
By painting them as a different image.
That's right. And that's exactly how, and not only physically but mentally saying, this is your Lord and Savior. He loves everybody, no matter who it is, and this, that, and the third, and anybody can be forgiven. It doesn't matter if you're an Israelite or not. That's how they crucifying the Lord, because they lying him, they blaspheming his name, his reputation. All right. So it says, if not, where and who is he? All right. Just on the topic, let me get another one. This is damn it. Is it Jeremiah? It's Isaiah. It's Isaiah 45. I may be wrong on this one. Nope. 45 and 4.
Isaiah chapter 45, verse 4. You there? It says, for Jacob, my servant's sake, and Israel, mine elect, I have called thee by my name, or by thy name.